Burn live, y'all. Marijuana keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers out. Red keeper underage smoking off social media. I hope I sound good. I hope I sound right. I've been working on my camera for the last 3 hours, so this is just like a little test live. I'm not gonna stay live too long. I hope I even sound good. I ain't even do a test run on the sound, so I'm assuming that I sound decent. My bad if I sound a little horrible, sound a little bad. Got my engineer. What's up, everybody that's up in here? We chilling. Hey, look. It actually looks pretty doggone good, huh? We look like we actually got a show popping up in this month. Right on, yo. That's what's up, man. We look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Well, hold on. If people quit interrupting me, I can probably see for myself how we look. How we looking? Is we looking decent? Is we looking like we in high definition mode? Is we looking like we're trying to look a little bit more professional? I still feel like my camera's a little crooked. And but let me blaze this blunt. What's up? Hold on, y'all. I gotta go see something. Y'all listen to the music. We up here popping. See, I knew once I started looking cleaner and looking fresher,
it's quite literally an extension of my brain.
So that was one of my problems. Was I was looking bad. I just gotta go see something real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I had to go check my phone. Like I said, we smoking live, we chilling. We had to make sure that the vibe was right. We had to make sure that we was looking decent. You know what I'm saying? It's been hard. I done had one hell of a day to try to make an impact on here and try to put on a show together. So now I'm up in here, I'm up live. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I should have went with with my first measure, my first point. That was just to keep the live going. Y'all, I'm back. I'm trying to see what's going on. Okay. Now it's showing that we live up here. Showing that we live, showing that we looking good, showing that we are actually making progress. It does show. It does show we kind of froze, or some people cut for us. So, am I froze? Somebody let me know if I'm froze. It kind of showed me that I'm froze. I'm trying to work out the camera. Let me know what y'all see on y'all end. You can't be looking good and be frozen. Like, I'm like, okay, I got high definition. I got the card. I don't see my Wi-Fi signal showing up. I don't see none of that. So we look pretty good. We look like we dancing. Okay, man. I mean, we looking pretty good. We looking pretty good. And I see that I'm getting some views in here. I appreciate people coming here. Going live, y'all. We very wanting to keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes. Viewers I read. Shout out to Blazing 2020, Canada's conservative group. Burn Live Arts and Craft, Burn Live LLC, man. I'm live on so many different pages and platforms and outlets out there. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of these groups haven't seen me in a while, but like, who is that? What's going on? Y'all, I'm trying to go live. I'm trying to update my status of what I go live on, and kind of at least make my performance look good. You know what I'm saying? Because I was tired of the camera. I was really using my phone. I used the camera because it's supposed to be good, and it was just doing a horrible job. It was just really looking bad, and I felt like I was really getting into deep conversations, and it was just like not working out, man. With stuff not working out when you're not looking right, when it's looking like bad quality. You get upset, you get a little frustrated. So it was looking like I had bad quality. Now it was looking like I got pretty good. It's actually looking. Y'all can come hang out and see a decent show. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can rock like this for a while. We can rock like this for a while, and without all the problems and all the other BS I was going through. Now, charging up my tablets is going to be a little bit harder and a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have to worry about that a little bit later. I'm going to have to worry about that later. Right now, I'm more worried about, you know what I'm saying, if y'all watching the show, is the show freezing up on y'all? Because I'm seeing it from my tablet, it looks like I'm freezing up, but when I'm watching it from my phone, it's showing that I'm not freezing up. So I got a question out there. How is the reception out there? You know what I'm saying? I'm still checking, still looking good. I have not seen the Wi-Fi signal pop up. Yeah. So we're gonna be running. Like I said, I'm gonna try to run this for a while and see does the signal run out or pop up anything like that. And if we can get past that part right there where we're not frozen as much, then we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Now y'all know the next test. Y'all know the next test to do this would to blah, 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 blah. My next test was to bring up a video doing the live while we're live. Let me bring up a video. Let me actually talk about a subject real quick. Let me get into something. Oh my God. So I thought this was something serious. I'm glad I looked before I really checked. So I hope this worked part three. I would have to have people really check this out because this was more of a better performance, better outtake, better outlook. I'm trying to look for something that's important. Okay, this is one of the subjects that I wanted to truly talk about. Um, that I never got a chance to talk about. We're gonna talk about today, right now, real quick.
The breaking news this hour, an outpouring of emotion here in Israel as Hamas releases 24 hostages kidnapped back on October 7th. CNN's Matthew Chance has details, including a closer look at the video Hamas released of the hostage handoff inside Gaza.
They kidnapped and killed.
Yeah,
now Hamas is
I'm
showing its gunmen
110
releasing
next to
Israelis in
4K
Gaza.
resolution.
For many, these are disturbing scenes. 9-year-old Ohad Munda being embraced as he's set free. An old woman being carried by a masked man as Palestinians cheer. After 49 long days of captivity in Gaza, aid workers from the Red Cross drive them through the border into Egypt and to freedom. Egyptian television shows a convoy of vehicles heading to the crossing. Then the hostages, including 10 Thais, a Filipino, and the 13 Israeli women and children, disembarking for checks. Israeli military posted this grainy video of the moment they all finally re-entered the country. A step, says the Israeli Prime Minister, towards bringing all hostages home.
We have just completed the return of the first of our hostages, children, their mothers, and additional women. Each one of them is a whole.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I am with this. I have no problems with this. But then the follow-up question is, what did y'all have to sacrifice? What did y'all give up for this? What did y'all let go for this? Quit playing. You just don't give up hostages for what reason? For food supply?
Communities near Gaza ravaged by Hamas on
Look at
October
that.
7th.
Tortured.
At least
Tortured.
8 people there were killed.
Torched.
More than 70 abducted. People like Danielle Aloni and her 5-year-old daughter, Emilia, both freed in this latest release, but the relatives they were visiting when Hamas attacked remain unaccounted for as hostages. Behind every release, a poignant reminder of those left behind. Like the family of Omri Almog, his brother-in-law and niece killed, his sister and her 3 children still hostages. Yet Omri is now optimistic.
The best is in the front of us. It's going to come. Whatever happened, we cannot change. Nadav is not longer with us. Siam, the beautiful
We
girl.
can't wait till those people get freed and we hear their stories. Because them people right there that got hostages are probably hearing more about what's going on than the media. We can get a better feel for what's going on. Because trust me, we aren't getting a full scripture or full access of what's going on.
First of all, Matthew, what do we know about what is expected to happen tomorrow?
Well, we think, Wolf, that it's going to follow a similar kind of course. Already, the Israeli officials that we've spoken to said that Mossad and the Israeli military have received a list of potential hostage releases from Hamas via the mediators in Qatar. They haven't told us who's on the list, of course. We don't even know how many names are on that list. It's going to be between 10 and 13, like it was today. But Israeli officials say that they've already informed the families involved so they can be prepared to, welcome back their loved ones. I think you have to remember that the events of today, the pause in the fighting, the releases of the hostages and the prisoners from Israeli jails, as well as the humanitarian relief, it went remarkably well. So I think the hope is that can be repeated again and again.
Let's hope it does get repeated and these hostages are able to come home. Matthew, thank you very much. Matthew Chance reporting. I want to go to CNN's Oren Lieberman right now. He's over at the Wolfson Medical Center here in Tel Aviv. Oren, I know you're at this.
I'm proud. I'm happy and of the success of people coming home. You know what I'm saying? To be a hostage is something not even 1% of us Americans know anything about being a hostage or being under siege from a different country, stuff like that. So salute, praise to those who have came home. I wish them very well. I wish them safe passage. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that this has and will change the outcome and change their mindset of how people look and think of life.
Hospital where hostages have arrived. Update our viewers. What did you actually see?
Well, Wolf, this is one of several hospitals that have taken in the freed hostages over the course of the past several hours. At about 9 o'clock tonight, two of the first freed hostages arrived by ambulance. A couple of hours after that, take a look at this video. This is 3 more elderly women hostages being brought in on helicopter. There actually is no helipad here at the hospital itself, so they landed at a field nearby and were brought in on ambulance. Take a look at this video of the hostages being loaded onto the ambulances, the cheers, the unbridled joy, the happiness as they were loaded here in Israel and brought to the hospital for care. It is that same joy that played out in the hospital itself, according to the staff here, when they were brought in, when they were welcomed, and when they began to receive the professional medical care of Wolfson Medical Center. Listen to this.
Are you ready?
Oh my God!
I think that there was no one in the room that could hold his feelings and stop crying, because it was a very emotional and exciting event. They met their families and they met a very professional team here that was very good prepared to receive those hostages.
Now, the hospital wouldn't say all that much about their condition, their well-being, or their mental state. They said they're going to respect the privacy of the 5 hostages that are here. They have set up a special wing of the hospital just for them and their families as they go through all of the checks, all of the medical evaluations. And it's not just a question of their physical health, it's also a question of their mental health right now. Psychologists brought in as well as other professionals to essentially give them any type of help they might need. The critical first step was reuniting them with their family. That happened here several hours ago. And crucially, it's not a one-time deal here. This isn't a process that began and ended. The hospital, well aware that there might be more elderly freed hostages coming out of Gaza over the course of the next several days. And they say they are very much ready to receive them as well, with the same sort of open arms to begin that recovery process.
Oren, Wolfson is not the only Israeli hospital where hostages were taken today. How is that working?
You're absolutely right. Wolfson will focus on the elderly. The 5 freed hostages who were brought here were elderly women. But there are other hospitals that will focus on different populations or groups. So Schneider Medical Center, which is in Petah Tikva, not all that far from us, that will focus on the children who are freed. And they have set up essentially a special area to try to make it feel as little as possible like a hospital. They want it to feel almost like a luxury hotel to make them as comfortable as possible. Wolf, another example, a Asaf HaRofeh, that is set up to receive the foreign nationals, and that's part of the system here in place for the freeing of the hostages.
Oren Lieberman reporting from Tel Aviv. Oren, thank you very much. President Biden says he hopes and expects American hostages will be freed very soon, even though none were released on this, the first day of the truce. CNN's Arlette Saenz is traveling with the president in Nantucket, Massachusetts for us right now. Arlette, how is the president feeling about this deal so far?
Well, Wolf, President Biden welcomed the initial release that occurred of these hostages being held by Hamas earlier today. He said that this was just a start to the process, but said that he believes that this had unfolded well. But it does come as Americans were not included in that initial batch of hostages that were released. So the president said that it is his hope and expectation that there will be 3 Americans coming out in the coming days. That includes 2 women and also 4-year-old Abigail Adon. It was her birthday on Friday. Her parents were killed in the October 7th attack by Hamas, and she has been held hostage over the course of the past 7 weeks. But President Biden had very few details to offer relating to his expectation on when exactly these Americans would be getting out. Take a listen to what he had to tell reporters earlier today.
We don't know when that will occur, but we expect it to occur. And we don't know what the list of all the hostages are and when they'll be released, but we know the numbers that are going to be released. So it's my hope and expectation will be soon.
And of the 10 Americans that are unaccounted for, do you know all of their conditions? Are they all alive?
We don't know all the conditions.
So still a number of unanswered questions about the fate of these American hostages being held by Hamas. But President Biden today also expressed some optimism that this pause in the fighting that's currently slated for 4 days, he believes that could possibly be extended to get even more than the 50 women and children that had been negotiated in this initial deal. Now, President Biden had been working the phones throughout the week, including to the leaders of Egypt, Qatar, and Israel. He said that he will remain in contact with those leaders, counterparts in the region, as they are trying to make sure that this deal stays on track.
Arlette Saenz reporting for us. Thank you very much.
Breaking right now on Morning News Now, a temporary ceasefire underway in Gaza. This morning, a 4-day pause now allowing humanitarian aid in as part of a breakthrough deal to release some of the hostages being held by Hamas.
We are so grateful for any hostage that will be released. On the other hand, my brother is 22. He's a young man. He probably will not be in the, not in that package.
All this after a last-minute delay led to a barrage of Israeli strikes on the Gaza Strip. We have team coverage. Also this morning, sky-high tensions over this moment caught on camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, my bad. So basically, you know what I'm saying, with the Hamas and terrorist attack that's going on, and now you got the airports that's slowing down with the FBI have already said that they're going to be what they call sleeper cells waking up. So then you got Thanksgiving, which seemed the most traveling people ever in a while. These are things that are actually going on. I have actually did a little research. I got a special guest in the house. I will be doing a podcast sometime this soon with them. Maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but for Sunday, has his own business. Will be the second time we've been on here. But the first time we're gonna be on here talking business about his business. And I got some questions to ask him because I know he knows that I'm not a dog man, but I still got some questions to ask him things about dogs and what he think about the government and stuff that's going on and things that he see. When most people who would say F the government or fuck the government. I don't really care about the government. Then you still ask them questions. They still know a little bit about the government, and they still always have their opinion. So it's always good for people to voice their opinions and see how people think in a modern day age. It's always be wonderful. I still appreciate people tuning in. Now, I am looking at my phone, and it is looking a little blurry, a little sketchy, whatever. So please let me know how it looks on your end. Is it looking a little sketchy? Is it looking a little blurry? Is it looking like, you know, how it did earlier, where now if it is looking blurry or sketchy, I couldn't tell you because of the simple fact I do not see the Wi-Fi. I'm not working off the phone, so I'm not having all them other problems. But, ladies and gentlemen, also, this is Burn Live. We talk about anything. And so, in the meanwhile, we will be talking about sex toys. I have been not necessarily partnering up, but partnering up with my cousin. I've been helping her uh, advertise for sex toys and stuff like that. So she got these dolls, and she doesn't think that I would sit on her with a sex doll and have a whole conversation, have like dildos and vibrators and whips and chains, and sit up here and talk to you ladies and gentlemen about sex toys. And I will. Okay, just like I would talk about dogs, I would talk about sex toys, I would talk about, I don't know, Reading Rainbow dude. So I don't know if y'all know anything about the Reading Rainbow or the guy that plays Star Trek, one of the only famous guys that ever do Star Trek out there. So he did uh Reading Rainbow ceremony. I think it was like this 50th anniversary or something. And he said something that was kind of controversial, to where, you know what I'm saying, what the Liberal Rights Women Act. I think these are women that once gave books in schools and stuff. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But he did speak out on that. And you know what I'm saying, that drew that made controversy, that added people out there. I can't believe this. So, and what's more amazing is me that I actually got some people up in here. That's another amazing thing to me. And I got a special guest sitting on the sideline. I got my dog Snow that act like he ain't never seen a best friend before. He heard his name. Yeah, Snow. One day, ladies and gentlemen, one day I've been practicing with him off screen. I've been practicing with my dog to get him sit up here on the side. And if I can just get him to sit up here, he can always be in the show with me, and that'll be awesome. You know what I'm saying? We can I'll put the little mic over there to him and look like we just having a doggy off marathon and stuff like that. So, special guest, you still smoking those woods? He said, I smoke them, but I ain't gonna roll them. Hell nah. For ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of people out there that still like to smoke on woods and put them 3.5s up in there because you got to smoke right. I smoked with a good friend of mine before work one time, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, that's not it. That's not where it's at. That's not where it's at. But y'all, this smoking that I'm talking about, I might have to take a break. I really think I might have to take a break out the way. I might have to take a break smoking just for a little while because I do got something important that's coming up like super, super real soon. And not knowing how the operation is going to go, especially when we're talking about a drug test, you know what I'm saying, to get a better job. Yeah, I'm finna go do what it takes. For one, I already told myself I am definitely gonna stop posting my marijuana post on my regular profile. So my regular profile is out. You know what I'm saying? And I almost thought about I almost thought about making my Facebook page go private for a while, but I do love the public exposure for anybody to come across and just, come across Brian Live and see it. I just know for one thing, one job out there I do have, I would not talk about my podcast and things that go on or crack political jokes at work because I know me. I crack political jokes to make people go look up things. I feel like I am part of the red wave out here in Nevada with debating with so many people. I have been debating about Trump out here since 2018, literally. Been debating how, you know, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to sit back, open your eyes, see what Sleepy Joe um kidnapped Kid Johnson is doing out here with the Biden administration and understand that when Trump get back in office, ladies and gentlemen, if you started a job and you got a business and you already was cracking with your business when Trump get back in office, I promise you that business is gonna go to the next level. Period. Period. So for me, just having this unsuccessful business right here, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Unsuccessful business like that, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I need to um get on my second job and get on my third job and actually see what I can actually put on out there and do for myself because, times are ticking and I can't be ticking the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I know what to say. I know what to talk about. I was just really doing a test run to really see was my camera thing really working so far so good. I'm gonna just close it right here, and then I'm probably just gonna come back and watch it. And tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna do a show. Hopefully, will be better and better rain. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for just hearing me out for a good 30 minutes. I appreciate it. Peace.